Is algorithms killing your reach? Well, this is one of the most common thing I get to ask is like, okay, I don't know why Facebook is having some problem. LinkedIn is at fault. Instagram's algorithms have changed. No one sees my post. This platform doesn't works anymore. Oh my God, what not? What if I tell you that the algorithms is not killing your reach? It's your messaging that's quietly choking your leads. And hear me out. If you want to learn more, stay tuned. Hi there, this is Arjuman. I am a sales and marketing coach, and I help service-based entrepreneurs to get clients and close deals. Yeah. So everyone out there is blaming algorithms. Oh, it's LinkedIn's fault. It's Facebook fault. No one sees my post. The platform doesn't work, and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Right. So the truth is, it's not algorithms. It's your messaging. Right. And I know this because I learned this the hard way. So I spent months crafting content that went nowhere, like literally nowhere. Crickets. Leads ignored me. Engagements fall, it was flat. Okay. And I thought that I wasn't just cut out for this. I don't know if I can even market myself online. Although I had a marketing agency, I was good at marketing, I was good at selling, and I've trained thousands of people out there. But then when it came to the messaging part and online marketing, I really felt like I wasn't cut for this, right? Then what I did is I leaned back, I stepped back, and I rebuilt my messaging with this one thing, one goal in my mind. And that clarity started converting, right? And in 30 days, everything changed. And I'm going to reveal to you the exact system of how you can do it too. Right? So, step number one is your messaging. If your messaging lacks clarity, it just lands nowhere. So, a confused prospect don't convert. If someone cannot understand what you do in just less than 5 to 7 seconds, they just move on, right? So think of it like your message as a billboard where people can see it even if they are on a vehicle in a car of 60 to 80 meters per hour. Yeah. So it has to be brief, it has to be clear, it has to be compelling, right? Number two, emotionless words, right? No emotions at all. So you need to understand this thing like, okay, facts tell, but emotions, stories, they sell, right? So you save time when you speak to the emotions of your ideal clients. That's when people can actually understand what is in it for them, right? So you can actually reclaim hours of what you love, right? So that people can feel your emotions, and people buy with their hearts, right? They buy with emotions, but then later they justify with logic. I hope that makes sense, right? Number three, a weak call to action. So a limpy call to action, like a compass with no needle, leads nowhere. So if you have every post just going blank without the call to action, you won't cut out. Yeah, it won't cut it. So the learn more without any action is not a call to action at all because it's very weak. So you need to have a clear call to action. Download now, book now. DM me now, book your seat today. So this kind of gives people the direction and urgency, and that's what your messaging needs, right? Number four, you need to avoid jargons. A lot of times, just because you have been certified and you understand the lingo, the jargon of your industry, not necessarily your ideal clients also understands, right? So the industry lingo, it like kinds of pushes people away because they just don't understand it. They just don't get it. So when you have a messaging, it should be as if even if a 10-year or a 12-year old can read your post, they should be able to understand that, or they watch your video, they should be able to understand the message you're trying to communicate. Otherwise, you've lost the prospect, right? So keep it simple, keep it human, keep it more relatable, and avoid the jargons. And that is super important, right? Number five, inconsistent brand voice. Now, what does that mean? Like, okay, you are a fitness coach, but you also speak about parenting challenges. You're a fitness coach, but you speak about business. You're a fitness coach, you speak about leads. So, this kind of a mixed messaging creates that distrust in your industry, right? So, pick a tone, whether it is professional, whether it's conversational, whether it is, related to the topic that you actually help them. Keep it bold and stay consistent across every post, every video, every comment, every message, because your brand voice really matters. What do you stand for? That's what people want. If you're not able to communicate what exactly you stand for, your expertise, that means you are kind of presenting yourself as jack of all but master of none, right? Number six, ignoring your audience pain points. See, I'll tell you something. People really don't care about what you sell. Okay, they really care about solving their problem. Now, anytime someone reads your post, lands on a video, they want to know, what can this video or this piece of content or this reel can do for me, right? If you feel like you don't know your audience pain points, simply go ask, create a survey, do a poll, or simply just go ask a question in the groups, whether it's on Facebook or LinkedIn, so that it becomes easy for you to understand your audience pain points and their deep struggles that's keeping them awake in the night. Right? Number seven, do not forget the social proof. Testimonials, 100%, hands down. It's so important for you to build your social proof, your clients' results, case studies, every screenshot of conversation that you're having with your ideal client. And if they have spoke about you, your process, your methodology that has been working well for them, use that and leverage that. And this itself is your silent salesman. Okay. So social proof actually lowers the risk and builds instant trust. And if you really want this, that's how you really need to leverage the social proof, right? Number eight, last but not the least, is you're neglecting the visual elements. Now, a lot of times, people just post words, like, okay, their entire post is just about a bunch of words and a big paragraph, right? So words alone are a melody, but without harmony, right? So when you pair those words of whatever you're saying with the visuals, bold images, contrasting colors, clean layouts, okay, a strong visual amplifies your message and it grabs people's attention. So you can hook them through a visual on your post. And if you're really building a personal brand, I would suggest you to use your own images or use even AI. There are a lot of ways now in 2025 for you to really like create that, hook them with the visual elements so the message is communicated in a strong way, right? Why this works? Because I know, and I've been in the industry for such a long time, and most of the coaches and consultants think that they just need to post more content. They just need to be more consistent. No, they don't. They need a clear messaging, right? And let me explain to you the psychology behind the system is very simple. So all of the 8 core pillars that I spoke about that can potentially help you, it's all backed with the psychology. Okay. Number one, people trust what they see often, right? So if your message shows up clear again and again, it sticks. You become the go-to person. That's it. It's as simple as that. Number two, people buy feelings first and then they justify with logic. If your words don't make them feel something, they just scroll past, right? Third, when you give too much information, people freeze. So a simple messages are easier to act on. So even when you're crafting a post, you don't have to dump everything in the post and speak about 10 different things. Speak about one core specific objective of that particular post, right? So that's why random posting, heavy jargon, or a weak call to actions, they actually fail, right? They overwhelm, they confuse, and they bore your audience, right? So it's really not about posting more, it's about posting the right way. Okay, here is something what most of entrepreneurs are going wrong right now. They don't know where their client acquisition system is leaking. Okay, that's why I created the client acquisition diagnostic. So it's a free assessment that shows you exactly where your leads are slipping through the cracks. So what we cover in this diagnostic call is pretty simple, right? So what are we going to do is we will assess, a 10-point review of your content, your profile, and a call to action. Along with that, we're going to find the biggest messaging mistake that's costing you clients right now. And I'll also help you with a quick fix that you can apply immediately. So most coaches and consultants who work with me, they actually discover the problem isn't like what they really thought it is. It's usually like one or two leaking changes that needs to be done, tweaked, and everything works fine, right? So this is going to be a free assessment call. No pitch, no fluff, definitely a lot of clarity and massive value. If you feel like this is something you want to go for, then drop in, I'll drop the link to book a call. It's a free diagnostic call. I'll drop the link to book a call, and you can definitely go ahead and book your spot. I'll see you inside.